AC Sports Replays as we continue 1960 American League action. Once again, we've got the Washington Senators. This time they are visiting the Baltimore Orioles for the first game today in Baltimore. We have to check the weather yet, and we have to get the chat set. But other than that, we're pretty much ready to go. Got a water, right? Let's open it up. Take a little sip. Grab some live stream. Do a little chat orientation. See if we can get through this one without losing too many dice today. I think that's about right. While I wait for the camera to catch up. There we go. Yep, that's pretty good. I'm going to roll for a day game in Baltimore. 11. April day in Baltimore is an average day. That's 12-12-3-3, if you're wondering. 12-12 on the singles. 3-3 on the homers. It's an average weather day in Baltimore, according to Strat-O-Matic's dice rolling system. So if you're just tuning in to 1960 Strat for the first time, we're playing as carded with as played lineups, except we're replacing uncarded players with carded players as necessary, and as played starting rotations and everything else I manage. So a little super advanced, using all the rules. The only thing I'm not using right now is Robin homers. For simplicity's sake, it's an extra die roll I don't need, and I don't have the ballpark measurements. Maybe I'll catch up on those after a couple of weeks. We'll see. But right now we're not using it. In any case, it is my pleasure to have you at the channel today. I hope you enjoy the game. So we have the Washington Senators bringing out the same lineup as they had in the first game of the season, where they went 1-0 in a comeback win over Boston. It's going to be Billy Gardner playing second base, and leading off. Pull this over just a little bit. Okay, and then Tublave. Lenny Green will play center field and bat second. Harmon Killebrew playing third and batting third. Don Mincher playing first and batting cleanup. Bob Allison in right field batting fifth. Jim Lemon batting sixth playing left. Earl Batty, the catcher, batting seventh. Billy Consolo playing shortstop and batting eighth. And on the mound for Washington, Pedro Ramos batting ninth. The lineup for the Orioles will be Marv Breeding. Right, Marv? I think. Yeah, Marv Breeding batting first and playing second base. Albie Pearson will play right field and bat second. Jackie Brandt will play center field and bat third. Gene Woodling will bat cleanup and play left. Gus Triandos will play catcher and bat fifth. That is Brooks Robinson playing third base and batting sixth. Jim Gentile, the first baseman, will bat seventh. And Ron Hansen, the shortstop, will bat eighth. And on the mound, right now taking his warm-up pitches for the Baltimore Orioles, is Jerry Walker. 18 starts in real life, 1960. He went 3-4 with a 3.74 ERA. He also did some relief work. 118 innings pitched total. So that is how we set the ball game up. The Senators and the Orioles from Baltimore, Maryland. Tuesday, April 19th, 1960. Walker, the right-handed pitcher, is ready, and Gardner waits for the first pitch. How about a 6-9, triple 1-2 single? That's a base hit for Gardner. Lines it into left field, and he's on at first. Once again, I forgot to do the holds. Let's see. Walker is a 0. Trandos is a -2, so -2 for the Orioles. And Ramos is a +1. Batty a -3, -2 for the Sens. Gardner not a threat to steal in any case. And that'll bring up Lenny Green. Green bats left. Walker to deliver. Runner on first, nobody out. That's a 1-7. Single to center, line drive up the middle. The dogs like it. Hey, Amigo the babies. So first and second with nobody out quickly against Walker, and that'll bring up Killebrew. And we'll wait for the dog to stop barking. In fact, I will go dissuade him from barking in a gentle manner. Oscar! Oscar, come here. Come here, Bubby. Come here. Come on, Papa's playing baseball. Hang on to the door.
Come here, honey. Come on up. Come on, my love. Come on.
You can bark all you want during the Giants game when Papa's not streaming, okay? But right now,
Yeah, now right
try
now.
to give it a little shush shush.
They're doing some baseballs. Right?
All right, so Walker is ready, and back at it is Killebrew. Boy, it got dark in here all of a sudden.
It did, right?
Yeah, let me turn some lights on for the purpose of this broadcast.
Text it, baby.
That's a bit better.
Sit.
Now there's some shadows, but
Sit, Mama.
that nope, that's in my face.
Yes, Mommy.
That's actually better. It's not too bad. And so first and second, nobody out, and here's Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew, of course, drove in 3 in the Washington opening day victory. The 20's getting away. That is a 1-8 after they lie. And that's a base on balls. So Walker, careful with Killebrew. You can't blame him, but now he's got the bases loaded top of the first and nobody out. And it'll be Don Mincher coming up to bat. Mincher hits pretty well against righties. Walker knows it. It's a 2-9. A fly ball right field, B question mark. I have to look that one up. It's been a while. I think it's just arm -2, right? Running speed, outfielder's arm +2. Oh, I'm way overthinking that. Running speed, outfielder's arm +2. So let's do that again. 2-9 is a fly ball to right. Gardner is on first. His running speed is 1-12, +2 is a 1-14, and the right fielder's arm is a 0. So he's going to tag, and they're waving him home. The throw from Pearson is not in time. Gardner in there with the run, and Washington has a 1-0 lead. Green advances to third, and Killebrew retreats to first. So a sac fly by Mincher gives Washington a 1-0 lead. 1 out, top of the first. It's first and third for Bobby Allison. Pitch from Walker to Allison. How about a 2-7? Double 1-2 single. Wait, we got a 2. That's a possible balk. No balk allowed, so we're going to go ahead and re-roll 3-4. Grounder to short is the real result. Could be 2. Hansen is there. Scoops it, flips to Breeding, and on to Gentile for the 6-4-3. Inning-ending double play, and boy, did Walker need that. That inning was trouble a-brewing, and he gets away with just 1 run. But the Sens lead 1-0 after half an inning. It's going to be Pedro Ramos on the mound to face the Orioles lineup. Ramos for Washington in real life 1960, an 11-18 record in 36 starts at 3.45 ERA. And he snuck in 2 saves for good measure. He'll face Breeding to lead things off. Righty on righty action. It's a 4-5 for Breeding. Strikes him out. First strikeout of the day for Ramos as he retires the leadoff hitter. Here's Pearson. How about a 4-3 left-handed third base X. It's going to test Killebrew, who's a 4.29. How about a 10-10 on a 4.29? It's a G3. G3, nothing doing. So Killebrew makes the play, and Pearson is retired. Nice play by Harmon to glove that one and make a strong throw for the second out. That'll bring up Jackie Brandt. How about a 6-8 righty? Double 1-5 fly ball to center. Hit out towards center field. Green is chasing. He cannot get it. It's going to drop in, and he has to cut it off deep in the gap. Brandt around first on his way to second, and he's in with a 2-out double. So Brandt on second, no hold. And here's Woodling with an RBI chance and a clutch situation. According to Strat rules, anytime you have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, it's clutch. So 2 down, Brandt. on second. Woodling in the box, 6-6. Left-hander pops him up on the infield. Nice pitch by Ramos, and settling under it is Gardner for a third out. So Baltimore leaves one. They do not score, and they trail by a run after one. We'll head to the second, and Walker will face Lemon, Batty, and Consolo. Here's Jim Lemon, a good hitter. Right-handed batter. About a 2-7. Grounded down to short. Hansen's there and makes the play, one away. So Lemon retired for the first out, and here's Batty. Catcher Batty, a solid hitter with occasional power. About a 1-8. This one also grounded to Hansen, ranging toward the second base side. Spins and fires, and Batty is retired by a step. 2 away, and here's Consolo, the shortstop. 2 outs, top of the first, pardon me. How about a 5-4 right-handed fly ball center field X? Grant is a 2-E7. He's ranging for it. That's a 20-17. I think that's an error. F3. E2. He buffs it. On the run, he bounces out of his glove, and Consolo's on his way to second base. The throw comes into third. Consolo will stop at second. But the error by Brent puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and as we mentioned earlier, that is a Strat-O-Matic clutch situation, or situation, as a Mr. Jeffrey Guterman likes to say, but I'm not going to steal that from him. I do admire it, though. We will have no situations or asteroids here. 'Tis not my style. Well, here's Ramos. He's a decent hitting pitcher. He's a 6 normal power switch hitter, so he'll be batting left against Walker. The pitch to Ramos, 6-9. Triple 1-5 single. That's an 18, a base hit. Pedro Ramos helping his own cause. Consolo was on the move with the pitch. Around third, he'll score easily, and Ramos has an RBI single. 2-0 Washington. Let's just check these pitchers to see if anybody's got any special run ratings. Walker's a 1-14, and Ramos also a 1-14, but no extra steal, so that's kind of fun. It's pretty quick. Good athlete is Ramos. And Gardner's due up. 2 outs, Ramos on first. They won't hold him. Here's Gardner. It's a 4-11. That is a ballpark homer chance. Hold on. He does have normal power against righties, but it's only a 1-3 here in Baltimore today. A 4 won't do it. So Jack toward left field, Woodling with room, just shy of the track. And he makes the play. So that's the third out of the inning, but they get an unearned run, and they lead 2-0 Washington over Baltimore after 1.5. Ramos back on the mound after his RBI single. He'll face Triandos, Robinson, and Gentile. Here's Triandos. 2-8. A base hit to center field. A ringing single to center for Triandos. That man never steals a base. He's an anchor at first, so no hold. And here's Robinson. Brooks bats right. Really? Runaway dice? Never found the other one from our earlier game. Didn't really go looking, though. That's a 5-3 right-hander. Ground ball, first base, X. No hold, so it doesn't matter. Minshew, a 4-E30 on the X chance. How about a 6-3? Yeah, we don't roll 3s too often, do we? 6 on the 4. That's a single 1. An E30 with a 3. No error, so a base hit. By the way, that's the worst error rating you can have, apparently. A base hit for Robinson. Triando stops at second as the throw comes in. So first and second for Gentile, the left-handed first baseman. Ramos ready. Gentile waits from the left-hand side. How about a 1-11? Fly ball to center. Ranging is green. He has it, and there's one away. Everybody retreats. No advance there. And it's Ron Hansen coming up. The shortstop, first and second, 1 out. How about a 1-12, right-handed? And he plunks him right there in the side. Hansen tried to duck away from it, but it caught him in the ribs. And that'll load the bases. Ramos just trying to move him off the plate and let it get away. And now the bases are loaded. And it is Jerry Walker. He's a switch hitting 5 with weak power. So he'll bat left here. Bases loaded, 1 out. They're looking for 2. That's flat. So 3, 14. 4-3. You can't have a 14. I added them all up. 3-11. And that's a base on balls. Walker lays off a high fastball. Ramos thought he should get the call, but he does not. And that's an RBI walk for Walker. How appropriate. And that makes it 2-1, Washington. The lead cut in half, and the bases are still loaded with just 1 out. Here's Marv Breeding. Marv's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. How about a 5-5? Right-handed strikes him out. Second strikeout of the day, both for Breeding on behalf of Ramos. And now there's 2 down with the bases loaded, and it'll be Pearson, who grounded out his first time up. But a 4-8. And another walk, another low one. Ramos wanted that call. He was looking to ring him up on a looking K, but instead it's an RBI base on balls. And we've got a tie game. Clutch walks here for the Orioles against Pedro. Is he a walker in real life? Not really, 99 and 274, so about 1 every 3 innings. He's given up 2 RBI walks here to go with a hit by pitch. Control a problem right now for Pedro. Bases still full of Orioles. A tie ball game, 2 outs. And it's Jackie Brandt, who is 1 for 1 with a double today. Ramos looks in, likes the sign. Now delivers from the stretch. How about a 3-6? That's trouble. Home run 1-8 double. And that's off the wall. 1 hops away from Green into the waiting arms of Lemon. But that's going to get 2 home. A double with 2 asterisks is a 2-run double for Brandt, and suddenly it's 4-2 Orioles. Second and third. Just 2 outs. They're still looking for the last one, and here's Woodling. Gene is 0 for 1 on the day. How about a 3-8? And a base on balls. Oh, my. The Orioles working the count here and making Ramos run up his pitch count. And they're going to make him throw strikes, folks. And when he does, they're taking advantage. So it's loaded again, 2 down, 4 runs already in, with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And here's Triandos, who is 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. He started this inning off. Is that right? Looked like I was a batter short for a second, but nope. He is the 10th batter of the inning against Ramos, and you know that bullpen is up and throwing. 2-5. Base hit. Oh, base hit for Triandos. That's into center. Left center a little bit. Pearson scores. Brandt scores. Woodling will stop at third. A 2-run single for Triandos, and Ramos is going to have a short day. So Pedro Ramos going to go look for something else to do with the rest of his afternoon. He won't be throwing any more pitches in this one. It is 6-2. Baltimore, bottom of the second. Let's see who they can find in the bullpen to eat some innings and maybe keep this one close. Well, they've got a deep pen. They're going to go with Bill Fisher. Fisher can eat some innings even out of the pen. So Ramos is done. And the book is still open on him. He's responsible for the runners. Fisher with a POW of 4. Point of weakness, that is, for those of you who are not strataholics like me. So first and third, still 2 outs. The 11th batter in the bottom of the second is Brooks Robinson. And boy, does Fisher need to get out of this one. He's finished with his warm-up pitches. If they're going to have any shot of coming back in this one, Washington needs to stop them here. The pitch from Fisher is a 3-5. Another base hit. A line drive up the middle. Woodling trots home. Triando stops at second. It's 7-2 on the RBI single by Brooks Robinson. And the Orioles running away with this one. 7 runs in the inning. Most of them with 2 outs. And here's Jim Gentile, first and second. 2 down here, bottom of the second. Gentile is 0 for 1. That's left against Fisher, the righty. We're waiting for that to stop. No havoc die. How about a 4-9? And that's a double. That's going to go deep into the right field gap. One hops the wall. They are having batting practice. Triandos will score. Robinson rounds third. We'll have to decide. With 2 outs if we're going to send him. A 1-12. He wasn't being held. 1-13. 2 outs makes him a 1-15. And the right field arm is a -2. 1-13. What do you think? I think we're sending him, folks. And he's out at the plate. A spectacular throw by Bobby Allison. Once again, not the race car driver. Finally ends the inning. Holy mackerel, but a 2-run double by Gentile. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pardon me, I think that's a 1-run double. Yep, he just had 1 RBI there. The second run did not score. 8 runs in the inning for the Orioles. And they lead 8-2. Send 12 men to the plate there in the second. Well, Walker now with a nice lead. He was feeling bad about himself. He gave up a run in each inning. Well, now he's in the third with a 6-run lead, and he feels a lot better. And here's Lenny Green, 1 for 1 so far. Walker delivers. It's a 2-11. Grounder down to first. Gentile is there and flips to Walker. 1 away. Here's Killebrew. 6-6, right-handed, pops it up on the infield. Settling under it is Hansen behind the pitcher's mound and makes the catch. Killebrew retired for the second out. Here's Mincher. How about a 2-6? Strikes him out. A 1-2-3 for Walker. Does what you're supposed to when your team hands you a lead. He sets him down in order, folks. How's that for pitching? Jerry Walker with a 1-2-3 here in the third. And Baltimore looking to add to their 6-run lead, 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Ron Hansen leading things off. 2-6. Uh-oh. This one's hit high and deep to left center field. It's going back. It's going. It's gone. Boy, oh boy, if they had not sent the runner. And Hansen had come up and done that. A solo homer for Hansen off Fisher to start the inning. It's 9-2, Baltimore going away. Well, Walker will bat left against Fisher as a switch hitter. Unusual for a pitcher, but all the same, it's a 2-6. And Fisher with the strikeout of Walker. Fisher doesn't have much on the line here. He should be able to relax and just throw. So 1 away, bottom of the third. Here's Breeding, who's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. 5-4. Right-hander fly ball to center. It's an X chance on Green. A 2-E-4. Pretty good fielder. What a 17-11. 17 is an F3, and 11 is no error. Green runs it down for the second out. Breeding retired for the third time today, and here's Pearson. Albie's 0 for 1 with a walk, a run scored, and an RBI on the walk. Go figure. How about a 3-2? Grounded down to first. Going to be taken there by Mincher. He flips to Fisher. And that's the inning. But the leadoff homer by Hansen adds to the tragedy. It is now 9-2, and we're only going into the fourth, folks. Baltimore with a massive lead, a 7-run lead. Plenty of time left, though. You can't give up if you're the Senators. They could be the comeback kids this year. Here's Allison, grounded into a double play his first time up. Walker delivers. It's 2-8. Grounded to short. Hansen to Gentile, 1 away. Here's Lemon. Lemon 0 for 1. How about a 4-9? Double 1 fly ball center. Lofted out to center field. Looks like no problem for Brent, and it's not. He has it in his glove. 2 down. Here's Batty, the catcher. Batty 0 for 1. 4-7 right-handed. Base on balls. Batty lays off the pitch. A little outside, and by the way, I have to update Fisher's hold. That's a +2, -3, so we're going to be at -1 for the Sens right now. So runner on and Batty with 2 outs, and here's Consolo, who's 0 for 1. 3-8. Grounded to third. Robinson has it. Over to Gentile in plenty of time to retire the side. One left. No runs. It's 9-2 going to the bottom of the fourth. Baltimore leading and looking to extend. Shadows are coming across the field here. Some real shadow conditions on the sun field. In any case, Brandt will lead things off. 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, a run scored, and 2 driven in for Jackie. How about a 1-3? Grounded to first, Mincher to Fisher, 1 down. Woodling is up. A walk and a run scored for Gene. He's 0 for 1 in the box score. 4-6 lefty. It's a base hit for Woodling. Yanks it into right field, and he'll stop at first with a single. He's a 20 stealer. That's a big lead. They're not going to try to steal here. And Triandos is 2 for 2. A couple of runs and a couple driven in. How about a 1-8? Home run 1-16 double. That is a 4. That is deep. It is gone. Batting practice for Baltimore today. A 2-run homer by Triandos. His 3rd hit of the day. And his 4th driven in. And it's now 11-2. Fisher going to take some lumps to get some innings here. Robinson. How about a 4-9 righty? Double 1-18 single. Oh boy. The hit parade does not end. That's a 2-base hit for Brooks. We'll keep it rolling. It's Gentile with 1 out, runner on second. 3-8. Fly ball to center. That'll be the 2nd out as Green squeezes it. And here's Hansen. Hansen with a homer and a hit by pitch today. 4-12. Ground ball, first base X, 4E30. Not holding anybody. How about a 17-10? That is a G1. G1E1. Mincher boots it. He recovers, but he can't do a damn thing with it. An E3, and Hansen reaches. It's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And here's Walker, batting left. How about a 6-4? Shortstop X. This is a 4E52 for Consolo. Holy crap. Not holding anybody. How about a 1-9? That's a single 2. And on the E52, a 9 is not an error. So a base hit for Walker. A run will score. That's Robinson. Hansen over to 3rd. He's not fatigued yet. Nope, still not fatigued. He's not even in his fatigue inning. He'd have to give up 2 more runs here. But it's 1st and 3rd. The RBI by Walker. It's a lot to not much, folks. And here's Breeding, who's 0 for 3. A reliable out is Breeding so far. 3-7. Fly ball to left. This one looks playable, thank God. Lemon's under it, and he has it. And that's the 4th. My God, Breeding has batted 4 times in 4 innings. 1, 2, 3. They score 3. And after 4 complete, Baltimore leads 12-2. Here's Fisher. He's actually a 7, so we got to swap that out. He's going to bat for himself, I think. No point in subbing at this point. 1-1, 3-3. 5 comes in, 7 goes out. He's a pretty good hitter. Just make sure of Fisher's pitching situation. He's 1 out there. He's only pitched 2 1/3. And he's not tired for the runs, despite all that. So Fisher is a 7 normal power right-handed batter. How about a 4-10? Ballpark single 1-12. Let's see. It is a 16 line drive to the shortstop. Fisher is retired. 1 away. Here's Gardner. He's 1 for 2. How about a 2-3? Grounded down to first. No problem for Gentile. Flips to Walker for the 2nd out. Lenny Green. I didn't need to roll the 20 there. That's a 3-7. A fly ball to right. Pearson's over, and so is the inning. Another 1-2-3 for Walker. He's had a couple of them. He's not perfect, but he's pitching well enough. And he's got a 10-run lead to work with. So here's Bill Fisher coming out. Pitch to Pearson, Brandt, and Woodling. Here's Pearson. How about a 2-7? Pops it up on the infield. Killebrew roaming over just inside the line, and he makes the play. Jackie Brandt, 2 for 3 so far. 5-4. That's a fly ball center field X. Green, a 2E4. How about an 11-15? F2. No error. Makes the play. Brandt is retired for the second out. Here's Woodling. James 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 scored. There's a 5-5. Left-handed fly ball to left. Lemon's there. And that's a 1-2-3 for Fisher. Much needed as they just try to get through this one. No one in their right mind expects them to come back from a 10-run deficit, folks. Not the way Walker's pitching. Well, here's Killebrew. Harmon 0 for 1 with a walk. 1-6. Single 1 to 5 or a grounder to second. Grounder down to second. In plenty of time to retire Killebrew 1 away. Mincher with the 4-6 left-handed. A base on balls for Mincher. So Mincher's on with 1 out, and here's Bob Allison. That's a possible wild pitch. He doesn't throw any, so we'll re-roll, and we get a 2-4. We'll always re-roll, by the way, folks, if you're wondering. Grounder down to third. Fielded there by Robinson. Turns quickly to Breeding, who flips and fires to first. A 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. They do it the non-traditional way, but 3 up, 3 down all the same. Nothing doing in the 6th for Washington. They trail by 10 as we head to the bottom half. Take it easy, Us. No, good boy. Good boy. A little sip of water while I calm the wild beast. That sun field's narrowing a little bit. I wonder if we can block it with the laptop. Nah, not really. It's too high. Maybe if we turn it all the way around. That might be it. Nope, it's going right. Oh, shit. It's going right over the top of the laptop. So we're just going to leave it alone. And move on with the day. So Fisher back on the mound. Is he really? Yeah. How many innings? 1, 2, 3. 3 1/3 so far. He'll go one more probably. He's going to face Triondos, who is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a homer, 4 driven in and 3 scored. A big day for Gus. How about a 6-6 right-handed? Pops it up on the infield. They'll finally retire him if Mincher makes the catch. And he does. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here's Robinson. Brooks is 3 for 3 himself. 5-5 right-handed. Strikes him out. So Fisher finding a little oomph here as he's finally warmed up. Too little too late, but hey. It's good to see he's getting straightened out. Here's Gentile. He's 1 for 3. That is a 1-6. Base hit up the middle. A ringing single to center. Second hit for Gentile today. He's not a steal threat, nor would they try here. Here's Hansen. He's got a homer, hit by pitch, and reached on an error today. An interesting day for Hansen. That's a 3-6. And a base on balls. Fisher might be tiring. And here's Walker. That's left. Switch hitter. 5-10. That's a possible pass ball. Batty's pass balls are 7. Nope, no pass ball. We'll re-roll. Something 12. 2-12. Strikes him out. End the inning. Through 6. No runs, 2 left. It's 12-2, Baltimore. We head for the 7th. Washington trying to get anything going against Walker. It's all about pride now. Nobody really expects him to come back from 10 down. Well, here's Lemon. Jim's over 2, and it's a 5-5. Right-hander, sit down, Lemon. Over a curveball. He could not bite that one off. One away. Here's Batty. Batty 0 for 1 with a walk. How about a 4-6? A base on balls. Second of the day for Batty. He's a 13. He'd be an 11. No hold. No real expectation of anybody stealing in these situations. Here's Consolo 0 for 2 efficiently. He scored a run and reached on an error. How about a 5-9? Normal home run 1 to 14 double. He has normal power. We'll re-roll the D20 to see what happens. That's a one-hopper into the gap. Cut off deep in the gap by Pearson. Batty will stop at third. They need runners. They don't need to take risks here. All right, so Fisher's due up finally. He's going to be done for the day. Billy Fisher has been pitching for the Sens. I just want to make sure I put him back in the right place. He's carded for Detroit, so he's a trade bait later. So Fisher done through 6. It's second and third, and they'll need a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter for Washington will be, well, last time it was the other lefty. This time it'll be Faye Throneberry. Throneberry. So Throneberry to face Walker. He bats left. Second and third, 1 out. Here's a pitch. It's a 5-7 left-handed. A base on balls. That's going to load him up. So the base is loaded against Walker here in the 7th, and that might be it for him. I think it is, actually. Walker is fatigued despite the big lead. They're not going to let him put the game in any kind of jeopardy. Not on the first day of the season. And you've got plenty of bullpen arms available. So Walker stands to win it if they can hold on to a 10-run lead despite the bases loaded here in the 7th. Who are they going to go to try to close it out? Gordon Jones will come on in. Gordon Jones. RP2E0 with a 3 POW rating. I don't know if there's another Jones on the team. I don't think so, but can't hurt to put the G there. Base is loaded, full of Senators, trying to get something going. It's Billy Gardner, who's 1 for 3 on the day. That 20 meanders around and finally settles on an 18, so it's a 6-5 right-hander. Pops it up on the infield. Over there is Brooks Robinson, and no problem for Brooksy. Retires Gardner for the second out. Here's Lenny Green. Green 1 for 3. Bases loaded. How about a 4-10? And a base on balls. An RBI walk for Green. We've seen 3 RBI walks today, at least, that I can recall. And the bases are still full. It's now 12-3. And here's Killebrew. Well, Killebrew could make this a little interesting. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. That's a 2-10. That's a clutch. This is a clutch situation, and Killebrew is a negative clutch. So that is a pop-up on the infield. Settling under it is Breeding, and he makes the play to retire the side. Negative clutch hurts them there. That could have been a 2-run single easy, but instead he pops it up, and that's the final out of the 7th. So they had 1. It's 12-3 now. And Breeding will come out for the bottom of the 7th after our brief 7th inning stretch. It's going to be, is it going to be Pearson? I don't know if Pearson up. Where'd Breeding go? Oh, Breeding can't pitch to himself. Pay attention, Bob. The pinch hitter Throneberry, his day is done. And the relief pitcher for the Senators You're going to bring in Clevenger. Tex Clevenger will come in. He's a 2E0. And he'll face the top of the order. +3, -2. That's a +1 on the hold. Oh, I did that in the wrong place. So here's breeding. 2, 3. Single 1 to 2. Actually, there's a triangle there. Single 1 to 2 or a line out to short. And that's a base hit for breeding. His first of the day. He's 1 for 5 now. They will hold him just cause, but don't expect him to even try. Here's Pearson. Albie 0 for 3 in the box score. 5, 7. Second base, X. 2E24, and not responsible for holding, so straight 2E24 is Gardner. How about 15-13? That is a G1. G1 nothing. You know what that means. It's a 4 to 6 to 3 double play, and now there's 2 down. Pearson grounds out into a double play, and here's Brandt. Brandt 2 for 4 today. How about a 1-3 against the right-hander? Grounded down to first. Mincher to Clevenger, and the 7th is in the books. 13. Is it 13? No, sorry, it's 12 to 3. I knew there was a 3 somewhere in there. And let's just check the hold on Jones, right? It's a 2. -2, -4. This should actually be a -4 right now. If I do this right, +3, -3, this should be a 0. My bad. Well, here's Mincher against the righty Jones, leading off the 8th. Washington running out of chances to make it interesting. Well, here's Mincher, draws a base on balls, his second of the day. And it's Bob Allison coming up. That is a 6-6 right-handed, strikes him out. 1 away. Here's Lemon. Jim's 0 for 3. How about a 5, 8, second base X. 3E20. Is Mincher being held? No. 3E20. How about a 1-5? On Breeding's 3E20. It's a single 2. Rare play. Batter hits a single with base runners advancing 2 bases. As the batter rounds first, the fielder throws the ball behind him and catches him off the bag for an out. So, we're going to assume that's the right fielder. Lemon went the other way. Base hit. Mincher around third. He stops there, and the throw comes in behind Lemon from the right fielder, Pearson. That's a 9-3, and they catch him napping as he thought about going to second. Just being a little lazy with his ball awareness. And there's 2 outs now with Mincher on third, as Lemon is picked off first after the single. Well, here's Batty. 2 walks today. Don't you dare. It's right here. Hold on. Oh. Right here. Put my head under the camera so you can see I'm real. And graying. How'd this get so crooked? Well, whatever. Gotta roll that one. That's a 5-5 for the Batty. Fly ball to right. Pearson has it. Side retired. So we're through 7.5. Washington with just one more chance to put a dent in that 11-3 lead. They need 8 in the top of the 9th. First, they need to hold Baltimore to their 11. So here's Clevenger to pitch to Woodling. It's a 4-8. Single 1 to 17, or a line out the first. It is a single, a base hit for Woodling. He'll hold it first. And that brings up Triandos. Gus is 3 for 4. Drove in 4 and scored 3 times. What a 6-9 base on balls. Clevenger puts him on. It's first and second, and Baltimore threatening to add to their already humongous lead. Here's Brooks Robinson. He's 3 for 4. How about a 5-8? Grounded down to short. It's going to be fielded there by Consolo. He flips to Gardner and on to first. A 6-4-3 double play to get 2 quick ones. Woodling will move to third. There's now 2 outs, 1 runner on third for Gentile, who's 2 for 4. It's a 2-4. Gentile gets a hold of this one. Clevenger left it over the heart of the plate, up and center, and Gentile crushes it. A straight 2-4 home run shot to deep right field. That's a 2-run homer, and it is now an awful lot to a whole lot of nothing. 13-3. They restore the 10-run deficit on the Gentile homer, and here's Ron Hansen with 2 outs. Hansen also homered today. 3-6. A base on balls, and Clevenger, come on, man, just throw strikes. It's not really a thing. Walker, pardon me, Gordon Jones did a bat. He's a 3. They're going to leave him in and let him hit. Why not? Why waste a pitcher when you don't have to? You got a 10-run lead, and Jones is not fatigued, although he will be entering his fatigue inning. So Hansen on first, 2 down. Here's the pitcher, Jones. 3-8, strikes him out. So through 8, it is 13-3. We head to the 9th. Last chance for the Sens. Jones looking to complete a 3-inning save here in 1960. He'll face Consolo. Throneberry. No, he won't face Throneberry. Throneberry's out. So he'll face Consolo, a pinch hitter. Clevenger's due, but he won't bat. And who knows who. There's Consolo. Jones delivers 6-8. Triple 1-3 single. That's going to be trouble. It bounces high over the head of the center fielder and on his way to third is Consolo. So he's got a double and a triple today. And Washington showing a little life. Throneberry is out. Who will the hitter be against the right-handed Jones? Yeah, they're going to give Dan Dobek a try. Dobek, I guess it is. Dobek. That'll be D. Clevenger's out. Dobek, the backup catcher. Normally I wouldn't hit the backup catcher, but, yeah. We're playing as played, so we're not really worried about injuries. And there's no chat today, huh? Guys are taking the day off. That's cool. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Looks good. So Consolo on third. They don't care about that run. Or the next 6 or 7, honestly. And here's Dobek taking his first at-bat of the season. That's a possible pass ball. Triandos is a 6. And it is a pass ball. The run will score. On the pass ball, that one just got past Triandos. And Dobek's back in the box. If you're wondering, it's now 13-4. One at a time, folks. That's all you can do. 4-6. Grounder to second. Played by Breeding. Over to Gentile. 1 away. Here's Gardner. 2-11. Pops it up behind the plate. Triandos with room. Over toward the first base side behind the dugout. Or in front of the dugout, pardon me, and makes the catch. So 2 down here, top of the 9th. They're just about out of chances, and it's Lenny Green's turn. He's 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI walk to his credit. How about a 3-7 against the right-hander? Lofted out toward right. Should be no problem for Pearson, and he has it in his glove. It's a can of corn, folks, off the high top shelf. And that's the 3rd out here in the 9th. So a triple and a pass ball. They managed 1 more, but they can only muster 4 to Baltimore's 13. The Sens will fall to 1-1. The Orioles will go to 1-0. And that's where we'll leave it. We'll tally up some hits here. And I think we have the winners and losers. Ramos gave it up early, and he's the loser. Walker manages the W with 6 strong innings. And Jones goes 3 to manage a 3-inning save. As far as scoring is concerned, let's get some hits and errors and call this one a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 6 hits for the Sens. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 hits for Baltimore, so they beat them by 9 runs and 10 hits. Let's look for some errors. There's an E8. And I think that's it. So 1 error for Baltimore. There's an E3. And also 1 error for Washington. So the final line, it's 4-6-1 Washington, 13-16-1 Baltimore. And thanks for joining us, folks. My name is Joe. This has been JC Sports Replays, bringing you 1960s Strat-O-Matic baseball. Technically opening day in Baltimore, even though Washington is playing their second game. We'll see you tomorrow night with something. Don't know what I'm playing, but whatever I'm playing, we'll be streaming it 1 game a day. That's the plan, and I'll stick to it as best I can. All right, see you guys soon. Have a good night. I'm going to go watch the Giants and roll some more games as I make the camera shake. So, yeah. I can't turn it off. Apparently, you guys don't have to watch the game with me. Someday I'll have a better control for streaming. There we go.